Welcome to My Reality, where I am going to help you transform your reality into something that you prefer. If you're in a place where you don't like what you're observing or you don't like your reality, I definitely have some techniques and some tools to help deliver you from that place into the place you're wanting to be in.
We are emitting frequencies. We are emitting vibrations. We are emitting a signal. And whatever frequency, whatever vibration that you're sending out is calling things into your experience. So, how do you know what you're calling into your experience? You know by how it feels to you. Because this is an attraction-based universe. So whatever you're focusing on is what you're calling into your experience. I get to decide what I think about. And every thought that you think holds momentum. You think a thought, and within 14 to 17 seconds from the first time you thought that thought, another thought similar to it will come. And so on and so on. So you think a thought. Within 17 seconds later, you have another thought coming to you similar to that original thought. And so on. 17 seconds later, another thought comes similar to that thought, and so on. So that is how your trains of thought are built. As soon as you feel that negative emotion arise within you, that is an alarm. You're hearing an alarm telling you the thoughts you're thinking are opposite to your path of joy. So that's your opportunity to put the brakes on. The next question I would ask myself is, what am I believing to be true in order to think the thought that I'm thinking that's creating this negative emotion? So that belief would come to the surface. And as soon as I shed light upon it, it would dissipate because I would realize how illogical it was, whatever it was, because it wasn't serving me in my path of joy. Investigating your beliefs. What are you buying into? Are you holding beliefs that you inherited from someone else that really don't match who you are? If so, you can get rid of those. If so, you can release those beliefs and create new ones that serve you better. By choosing your beliefs based on what serves you and based on what you prefer, you're going to gain a perspective of this world that feels better to you. And your state of being, how you're feeling, is going to be elevated. If your focus is on the lack of something, you're going to be calling that into your experience. If your focus is on the abundance of something, you're going to be calling that into your experience. Follow your excitement. Even if the decisions in front of you are something like go for a walk, call a friend, watch a movie, read a book, whatever it is, choose the decision, choose the option that feels best to you, the one that holds the most excitement that you're able to do at that moment. Doing this will lead you down what I call to be the feel-good path. When you're choosing your next best option according to how it makes you feel, not what you're obligated to do, not what someone else telling you to do, but how you really feel. If you're choosing what excites you, what feels best to you, it's going to lead you down a path of unfolding that will show you all the desires that you've ever wanted coming true. And I say this because I have tested this out multiple times in my life. This is a constant everyday practice for me. I follow the feel-good path. I choose my beliefs based on how it serves me. So I buy into what I prefer to believe in. My perspective then feels better to me. How I view this world feels better to me. Therefore, my point of attraction while making decisions is completely different than it would be if I didn't feel good when I made the decisions. And you can test it out for yourself. When you make decisions from that feel-good place, those decisions are going to lead you down a path of unfolding that are going to serve you better. So focus on what you prefer. not what you observe. Unless what you're observing feels good, then focus on it all you want. Feeling good unconditionally. Reaching for a better feeling thought no matter what circumstance or condition you're standing in. You can do this by reaching into your memory bank, pulling up a memory that felt good to you previously. Envision that place that you were at that time and relive that memory. You are going to step into that state of being that you held when that original experience took place. Use your emotions as your internal guidance system. They're there to let you know if you're veering off your path of joy or if you're on your path of joy. Get a hold of the thoughts you're thinking, because the thoughts you're thinking, based on what you're buying into, what you're believing, the thoughts you're thinking are forming your perspective, and your perspective and your thoughts are determining what decisions you're making. If you can make the decisions in everyday life from a place that feels good, if you can make a decision in a state of being that is joyous and happy, you will have clarity. And the decisions you will make will lead you down a path of unfolding that will serve you in ways that you dreamed of. If you're in a state of fear and upset and negativity, your judgment is going to be clouded. You're going to feel confused. But if you're in a place of feeling good, of feeling joy and happiness, it comes with a sense of clarity and security and confidence. So, one of the first steps to creating the reality that you prefer is to choose your beliefs. Investigate your beliefs. What are you buying into? Then you can choose the perspective on this world that fits you best. And the decisions you make can come from a feel-good place. And when the decisions you're making comes from a good feeling place, they're going to lead you to more things of that nature. Turn your attention to the I like pile, the things that you found that you do like. When you're in a state of appreciation and a state of focusing on what you prefer, you're going to feel better. Be good to yourself, love yourself, care about yourself as you would your nearest and dearest loved one. Because this is your reality, this is your human experience. What I'm explaining to you is sift and sort through the contrast. Sift and sort through the things you like and the things you don't like. That's all part of life. But when you come to something you don't like, put it in the I don't like pile and stop looking at it. Once you realize you don't prefer it, you don't need to look at it anymore. Someone who focuses on what they prefer is going to be a happier, healthier person than someone who focuses constantly on what they dislike and what they don't prefer. Contrast. We all experience contrast. We all experience pain. We all experience things we don't like. Something can be true all day. It doesn't mean I have to focus on it. If you're not feeling good, reach for a better thought. Little step by little step, soothe yourself. Focus on what you prefer. Choose your beliefs based on what serves you and what feels best to you. This is your human experience. You choose. So, choose your beliefs. Look at this world how you choose to look at it. Make your decisions based on thoughts that feel good, because that's where clarity comes from. Make your decisions based on what excites you the most. Follow your passion. Most of all, state of being is what matters. Circumstances do not matter. So, if you have any questions, any comments, if you need anything clarified, if you want to add anything, ask anything at all, pop it in the comments below, because I'm super interested in reading what you have to say, and I'm definitely down to clarify anything that you need clarification on. If you want to have further interaction with me, hit the subscribe button. I'm sending love, light, positive vibes your way every day.